Patient Gamma, male, 35, HSS 282 positive. Was transferred from Memorial Hospital 24 hours ago after a failed
Patient Gamma
suicide
complains
attempt.
of abdominal pain. He continues to be disoriented and asks where he
Still
is.
got a lot of open wounds, not to mention that nasty entry wound in his
Exhibits disorientation. No signs of
You need to
psychosis.
monitor for
It
staph.
frightens me. I feel like there's something else controlling him. Something that gives me the willies. I swear when he looks at me, it makes my skin crawl.
Scientists announced a breakthrough discovery in human genetics.
We've isolated a rare recessive gene.
The discovery of this so-called evil gene.
HSS-282 that predicts psychotic breakdown and homicidal acts by the carrier with 98% accuracy.
A student opened fire in the cafeteria during lunch hour.
Locked our own citizens away without a trial.
They are years, perhaps decades away from an effective treatment.
The Army may be fine with itchy trigger fingers, but here in the Bureau, we think before we shoot.
I'm sorry, sir.
You're sorry. I've got reporters camped out in front of my door, and you're sorry.
I misread the situation.
I ought to bury you under a stack of papers so high you can't see daylight. It turns out that corrections needs a trained monkey with a security clearance for an internal issue. And I've told Carlson here that I know the guy for the job.
We have a problem at Godfrey Correctional Facility.
I've never heard of it.
Well, that's because it doesn't really exist as far as anyone outside of DOJ knows. Godfrey is a top secret facility for inmates with the HSS-282 gene. Now, we gave 17 of those inmates a death row reprieve in exchange for their cooperation with observation and testing.
Testing for what?
A treatment for HSS-282 positives. Now, National Institutes of Health is running the research side. You got a bunch of ivory tower types who think they can cure hardened cons with navel-gazing and drug cocktails, and all we've got to show for it so far is 3 dead guards.
Well, they've got the evil gene. What do they expect?
Well, that's our opinion, exactly. Quarantine and sedation are the right answer. All we've got to do is wait for the president to get tired of NIH's failures and pull their funding. Okay. We were working these issues. It seems that the team leader, Dr. Mobley, decided to blow his head off 2 days ago.
Hurry up, damn it! Come on, we gotta clean this place up before the lab rats get here. Oh.
NIH doesn't believe Mobley was suicidal, and they've demanded a full investigation.
Bring a goddamn gun into the restricted area.
We've sent the gun to the lab. I'll get the report when it's ready. Do you think that you can manage to confirm a suicide without shooting somebody?
Yes, sir.
Talk to everybody who was there that night. Read Mobley's emails, rifle through his papers. I don't give a goddamn. Just write an airtight report that puts this thing to rest.
Sounds pretty straightforward.
Oh, well, don't be so sure. Every single inmate at Godfrey is a born killer. Born. You can't be too careful.
This is your last chance. You mess this up, I can't help you. Griff used to be one of my best. What happened? Christ's sakes. Clean yourself up.
I'll take your back.
I'm a federal agent.
Wouldn't matter if you goddamn president. Nothing gets in the restricted area unless the warden says so. And your firearm? No pens.
And what would the warden like me to write with?
Marker, felt tip, anything with a soft point. Welcome to Godfrey. This here's the administrative wing. Warden's office, medical offices, on-site research. That there is the inmate area. No one goes in or out unless a guard's present.
Come. Mobley committed suicide, open and shut.
Well, Director Carlson agrees with you, but the NIH wants a second opinion. Can you tell me who found him?
One of the guards, Wesley. Is the NIH appointing Dr. Mobley's replacement?
Carlson didn't say. Anyone else around when it happened?
Dr. Mobley's assistant, Dr. Earhart, is not equipped to deal with a delicate operation like this.
It was Dr. Earhart. Was he around that night?
She's got a special needs child. She's out the door at 5 o'clock every day. She's not cut out for her role here, if you ask me. Officer Ryder will get you the duty log for that night and help you find the right surveillance tapes.
When were you notified?
2 minutes before I called Carlson.
Where were you?
At home. What do I need to produce a witness, give you an alibi?
Won't be necessary.
Oh, thank you.
What about the guards on duty that night? Anybody have a beef with Mobley?
I personally chose every one of these officers. Now, if they've got a problem, they run it up through the right channels. Now, if the NIH doesn't believe that Dr. Mobley blew his own brains out, I suggest that you start with the research side of this house. They're the ones who deal with the crazies.
Damn HVAC. Blows hot in the summer, cold in the winter. This facility was decommissioned a while back. They reopened it for this project. This is a security room. The eyes and ears of Godfrey. Inmates can't spit, shit, or shower without us knowing about it. Let's see. All right. Use the arrow keys to fast forward or reverse. If you need a new feed, just punch in main menu, select location description. Got it?
Yeah, I think I can handle it.
Don't touch that. You push the wrong thing and we're in a nest of angry rattlesnakes.
I take it you don't like the inmates.
They don't like you either. I'll be back to check on you.
Agent Crenshaw?
Hey, Griff.
Griff. Dana Earhart. I'm Dr. Mobley's research assistant. Sweeney said that you wanted to talk to me.
Yes, absolutely. If you're not busy right now.
I have a few moments. Do you want to meet in my office?
Great.
Each inmate is brought here once a week for psychological tests and counseling. We package up the results and send them off-site for analysis.
So you take them out of their cells and bring them back here for that? You think you can counsel these guys?
I think their genetics are only half the equation. Their life experiences, exposure to violence, is part of the issue, too.
Can I
Help yourself.
Thanks. Is that your husband and little girl?
Yeah. Late husband.
What happened, if you don't mind my asking?
He hung himself about a year ago. Peyton found him. She was barely 5.
Sorry.
It's fine.
I had a brother who committed suicide about 7 years ago.
Was it out of the blue?
I spent half my childhood in hospital waiting rooms listening to doctors talk to my parents about his issues. But nothing ever really prepares you to get that call, you know? It can't be easy for you, talking about Dr. Mobley.
It's okay. You're just doing your job.
So, how long had you known Dr. Mobley?
We met a couple years before he offered me this position.
Any changes in his behavior before his death?
Come in. Dr. Mobley spent a lot of time studying those before he died. You may want to give these to the guard up front. Sweeney must have moved it. Dr. Mobley kept a notebook, and he used to sit here for hours and just stare at these photos and take notes.
I'm gonna need to look at Dr. Mobley's computer files. I can get on?
Sure, I have his login.
Like I said, suicide. Those are the rantings of a very sick man.
You want to tell me why you didn't turn this over earlier?
I was just curious, that's all. I've never seen that side of Mobley.
How am I supposed to rule this as suicide if you've messed with the crime scene?
Well, Mobley had us moving dangerous convicts around like a shell game. He risked people's lives. In the end, he went crazy. Yeah, all the proof you need is right there in that notebook.
I'll be the judge of that.
Well, I heard the shot go off. Just a pop, you know? I wasn't supposed to leave my post, so I stayed put for a while. But then I got around to thinking about it and decided to go check.
Now, I want you to tell me in as much detail as possible what you saw when you got into Mobley's office.
He was just lying there behind his desk. There was blood everywhere. I ran over and checked his pulse. Nothing.
Was anything out of place?
I wondered how he got a gun in the restricted area, that's for sure. And there was this strange notebook right in the middle of the desk, like he wanted someone to find it. I told Sweeney about it, in case there was a suicide note or something.
What else did you do?
Yeah, I made sure not to touch nothing. I called Avery and he told me to get back to my post. That's all, really.
Hello?
I need to get my bag.
Hey, you can't take controlled substances into the restricted area.
I'm working. I need my prescription.
Your ass with the warden.
My big brother. Smash one.
Leaving already?
Come on, Wes, get in there. He won't bite. Come on.
May 22nd, 2014. Male patient, 35. Referred by his wife for panic attacks, hallucinations, personality changes. Presents as well-groomed, professional, intelligent. No signs of psychosis at the beginning of the interview.
Hey.
Rough night?
Long.
The night janitor found these in the men's room. Are they yours?
I dropped the bottle.
These are some pretty powerful antidepressants. They have street value. You
That
cannot.
was clumsy of me. Won't happen again.
You mind if I ask why you're taking them?
8 years military counterterrorism. Dreams, flashbacks, post-traumatic stress.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I thought you were trying to treat these guys. Mobley's papers say some of them weren't even getting any medication.
They got placebos. When you test a new drug, you need a control group.
Got it.
You think somebody killed Mobley?
Well, somebody has their suspicions, or I wouldn't be here. I'm just turning over every rock. Hey, who was that inmate they were bringing in this morning?
Juan Morales, his former cartel kingpin, he's the worst of the bunch. Has no respect for human life.
Don't let him sweep you off your feet.
Subject has strong religious ideation. Reports hallucinations relating to traumatic events in his past. Obsessed with the notion of angels and demons. Became distracted and emotional at points during the interview. Prescribed anti-anxiety medication for now. Follow-up needed.
Are there any physical complaints since we switched your meds?
I chew my wad when I think of you.
That's enough. Any dry mouth, shortness of breath? You know, your cooperation with this process was a condition of your reprieve. If you don't answer the questions, the government might find that you're not holding up your end of the bargain. Any strange dreams or hallucinations?
I dream of slitting the throats of little girls. Do you know any little girls, Doc?
We're done here. Take him back to his hellhole.
Stupid bitch. You know nothing of hell. Nothing. Oh. I know about hell, bitch. It's coming for you. It's coming! It's coming! It's coming! Hell's coming for you! It's coming! It's coming!
That better be a double dose. I want that son of a bitch out till next Christmas. Ah!
Hey, I heard what happened. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just shaken up.
Do you know what set him off?
He's always off. Won't respond to the treatment. Just comes with the territory.
Well, you're pretty cavalier for somebody who just got attacked by a murderer.
I told you, some of the inmates are on placebos. The guards just lost control. That's all.
Christ, ain't it? He shouldn't be out of his cell if he's not on medication.
You sound like Sweeney. It's just as important to study those on placebos as those who aren't. This is science. It's a process.
Dana, wait.
What are you doing here?
I followed.
Get back in administration. Section's off limits.
Sorry.
Hello, son. Come in. Come in. I don't get many visitors these days. What can I do for you?
I was just Dr. Mobley's office, and I heard someone over here. No, I'm Agent Griff Crenshaw, FBI. I'm here looking into the circumstances surrounding Dr. Mobley's death.
That's good. Someone should.
Did you know him?
Not really. He didn't pop in and chat anytime.
Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Father Don Warren, prison chaplain.
You let you counsel these inmates?
I'm afraid this place houses only the damned. There's no remorse here, no repentance. Some of the guards come by, though. They have a hard job. They just want someone to listen.
What about the research staff?
Them too, but not the late Dr. Mobley.
Well, I can't help but notice that these walls are a little thin. I don't suppose you ever overheard anything.
Nothing that would affect your investigation.
I don't know. I mean, something out of the ordinary? You never know where it might lead.
Agent Crenshaw, what do you believe?
You mean like heaven and hell and that kind of thing? Well, let's just say that I performed my investigation and it resulted in no conviction.
Then I don't think you'd understand what was happening to Dr. Mobley.
You think he was having a religious experience?
Religious is not quite the right word. He was being tormented by something unclean. And I think in the end, that's what took him.
You think Dr. Mobley was killed by a demon?
Something evil is at work in this facility, that's what I think. And from what I overheard, that's what Dr. Mobley thought as well.
I was hoping you could tell me about the algebra in here.
It's nothing. It's gibberish. He wasn't in his right mind.
Did he ever tell you about something disturbing, inexplicable here at the prison?
This place seems to have some sort of reverse Stockholm effect, if you will. After a while, the staff starts to sound a little bit like the inmates. Constant stress can play tricks on the mind. Listen, if you ever need someone to talk to, my door's open, day and night.
Help! Help! Hurry! He's gonna choke us down!
Get down! Get back! Get back. This is a security matter. I thought I told you to double dose him.
No, you're gonna kill him.
I don't care about your pets.
You are not the only one in charge, Sweeney.
What are you waiting for?
No! He's already on antipsychotics. The combination will kill him.
Come on now, do it now!
You are not following medical protocol. NIH has not signed off on this.
Get her out of here.
It's okay.
It is not okay. He is no good to me dead.
He's no good to you alive either. All right. Hello? Someone in there?
For all the Danish squawking, the only person who's managed to OD here is one of the staff. Wouldn't it figure?
Crenshaw.
Lab results are back on the gun.
And?
Registered to Mobley over a year ago. But his prints weren't on it.
So, Mobley didn't commit suicide, and we have no prints.
Oh, there were prints. Just not the ones we expected.
Sorry, Griff, but I think you gotta be there for a while.
Your prints were all over that gun.
Somebody's got to secure the weapon, remove it from the restricted area. My first obligation here is safety.
You don't have to put your hands on it to secure
I'm a
it.
prison warden, not a detective. I can't neglect security by spending my time dusting for prints. That's what you're here for.
You killed our baby sister. No. You did. You're dead. You're not real.
September 21st, 2014. Patient Alpha was hospitalized last night after another episode. Drug therapy has been ineffective. Wife gave me a notebook patient has been keeping. His notations are consistent with his delusions and psychosis.
Patient Alpha. Who is he?
I'm sorry?
Patient Alpha. Who is he? Where do I find him?
Patient Alpha's dead.
Mobley kept his dictated notes. Must have been important.
Patient Alpha was the first person diagnosed as HSS-282 positive prior to any violent episodes. Mobley tried to treat him with a combination of antipsychotics and traditional therapy. He failed.
And you're surprised that a genetic defect couldn't be cured by a little time on the couch?
In conjunction with the right drugs, there could be a protocol there.
How's that working with this crowd?
I have to believe that there are therapeutic options to keep the disease from getting as far as it has with this crowd.
What about his wife?
Excuse me?
Mobley's tapes say that Patient Alpha was referred by his wife. How do I find her?
It's against the law for me to reveal any personal information about a patient. I'm sorry.
Is it true? Mobley didn't commit suicide?
Well, that's what the lab report says.
Lab reports can be amended. We got a bigger problem here.
That bitch, Dr. Earhart, has filed a report with the NIH saying that Sweeney is interfering with research. Now the NIH has the White House in an uproar.
Sir, I can't...
Look, you're on the ground already.
If Sweeney writes it, it's just his word against hers.
Writes what?
A response to her report. God.
Look, I don't care how you do it, okay? Talk to some of those nut jobs over there if you have to. Just play for the team and give us some cover here.
Prosecutor had nothing on me. Look, kept busting my ass telling me leave my purple cape at home. Says if I'm on trial for being a pimp, I shouldn't dress like one.
Zero here ran girls, and he he'd like to dispose of the old merchandise.
See, I figured the jury'd know I was being respectful by wearing my best threads. I be in here just 'cause I got more style than the average Joe.
Okay, the purpose of my questions is to see if these security measures are interfering with your treatment.
Lucifer's at work here.
What?
I know what you think. You think my unconscious is so stuffed up with religion I'm imagining things.
It doesn't matter what I think.
The hell it don't. You ain't careful, he'd be after you next.
Who?
Lucifer, like I said. He makes you see things. Folks used to know, but it's not them. It's the demons. He done got poor Mobley. Got him to put a pistol to his head. Evil's blowing through strong that night. It was coming from Mobley. He knew it, too. Poor son of a bitch. You be watchful. Or he'll be coming for you next.
Agent Crenshaw, fancy seeing you here, please. Come on in. It's always good to get a visit from those that don't believe.
I'm not sure what to believe around here.
Crises of faith is my specialty.
It's not that. I'm just not sure who to trust.
It's the evil in this place. It's taunting you. It's setting traps for you. You must be wary.
No. It's not that. It's what's rattling around in here.
If that were true, you'd be confiding in a psychologist, not an old priest.
Hello? Hello? Anybody there?
Mom cried out for you while she was dying. You're a good son. Why'd you leave? We needed you.
No. You're dead.
Only because of you.
Agent Crenshaw? You okay? It's awful late, sir. Are you sure you still need to be working? You look like you could use some rest.
No. I'm fine. I'm sorry. I'm fine.
Okay. Have a good night, sir.
Agent Crenshaw?
I need to talk to you.
Now? Can it wait?
You said day or night.
Mommy? Agent Crenshaw's here for Mommy's work. Go back to bed. Drink that.
Thanks.
You better?
Getting there. Do you ever get the feeling that he's watching you?
Who?
Your late husband.
I like to think he's got better places to be now. It's just, you know, I can't explain. I'm sensing, if I were superstitious, I'd say Godfrey's cursed. Griff, you look exhausted.
No, I'm not sleeping. Too much, on my mind with work.
Come. You can sleep here. There's a bathroom down the hall and an extra toothbrush if you need it in the top drawer. Here's an extra blanket.
You really don't.
No. You need to sleep. No working, no thinking about work. Doctor's orders.
Hi,
Hi.
this is Bunny. He'll protect you.
Oh. Protect me from what?
Peyton? Peyton? Peyton, I told you not to come in here.
I was just giving him Bunny.
All right, out, now.
Bye.
Sorry about that.
Oh, please. She's adorable.
I've got to get going, but there's coffee in the kitchen if you want.
Okay. Thanks. What are you gonna protect me from, Bunny?
Sorry. I saw you found this the other day. I had to see it for myself. I didn't know that Mobley was a scholar on apocalyptic literature. His notes, his drawings are quite impressive.
He was just sick at the end.
No. I had my suspicions, but he was far ahead of me. Some people think that science discounts religion. Science usually proves the Bible's right. Archaeologists have found Noah's Ark. The Big Bang Theory sounds a lot like God separating heavens from the earth. According to Mobley, the discovery of the evil gene proves Revelation's right. Mobley posits that the mark of the beast isn't a visible one. It's a genetic marker, making the bearer more susceptible to demonic influences.
Like a channel.
Precisely. Demons, they jump from one channel to another, affecting first one and then another, never staying long enough in one body, thus avoiding destruction. Sowing sorrow and death as they go, trying to bring about the end of days.
That's crazy.
Crazy. Only for those that don't believe.
Hey. Am I interrupting anything?
Nothing critical.
There's something I need to talk to you about.
You're putting together a report saying that my complaints against Sweeney lack merit.
How'd you know?
I heard he let you interview the inmates. How'd that go?
I'm not the enemy, Dana. You helped me when I needed it. Now let me help you.
You don't owe me anything.
You don't know what you started. Dana, don't make me write this report.
Sweeney's interfered with the research for the last time.
They plucked these guys off of death row. It's not worth your reputation. You know what? Sweeney's right. You're too attached to your lab rats. Congratulations. You were right. NIH was wrong. That's a courtesy copy. The original's on its way to Washington.
Well, sounds like you're done here. Once you confirm Mobley committed suicide.
What have you got?
He wanted it shut down.
Wait, what? Who?
Mobley. He wrote a memo the day before he died recommending that you shut Godfrey down.
Can you forward that to me?
I'm doing it now.
Griff, what does he say in the memo?
He says, housing so many with the gene in one location presents peculiar security risks.
security and research integrity can't be maintained.
Well, that doesn't sound like Mobley. He designed the program, for Christ's sake.
No. It sounds like Sweeney.
No. I've known Sweeney a long time. He's rock solid.
I don't know. This place takes its toll on people.
We just need to find out who else might have seen that memo. We're just gonna have to work this a little harder, so you call me back when you have something actually helpful.
Sir, you shouldn't be back here.
Neither should you.
Wait. You crazy!
I told you Lucifer's at work here. Not that I mind, of course. The devil can take all the guards here. Get them down. Jesus. That had to hurt. Need my help?
Jesus. Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
You working late?
I thought you went home every day. For your daughter.
You look like you've seen a ghost.
A demon. It tricked me.
You need to lie down. Come. No. Stay here. I'm gonna get you a sedative. you not to get up. Lay down. Here, take this. Okay. Lay down and rest. You're okay.
What about Peyton?
Peyton's fine. She's with the babysitter. I'll come back and check on you.
I've been waiting for you.
Morales, flip the bunk down.
Fuck you, Screw.
Wesley. Hey, man. Look alive. Man, Sweeney catches you. Wesley?
Wesley! 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 Wesley!
It's time to end this.
What's going on?
The demon has gotten too strong, too many, bearing the mark of the beast in one place. It's time for drastic measures. I'm going to attempt an exorcism. I need your help. I need for you to open the door to the inmates area for me from the security room. And this is most important. I need you to open the cells. In order to drive the demon out, we have to have each and every channel in one place.
Well, what if they attack or try to escape?
If we can't drive the demon out, the chosen ones must be destroyed.
So who's on a bed?
They're all in their cells. Patrolled the block myself until I found
Who else is on duty?
Bartlett and Avery here.
Get Bartlett out of the tower. Avery, nobody comes through that door without getting 2 in the chest and 1 in the head. We'll go look at the security tape, see what we're dealing with here. Huh?
Open up in there! What the hell is going on in there? The lab rat's working late tonight. Come on!
What's going on?
God! Get out!
Sir, there's been another situation.
I know. Sweeney's handling it. You know, Nelson assured me your background wasn't going to be a problem. I mean, I guess I can't blame you for not wanting to discuss it. Could have been my brother and my family. I sure wouldn't want to talk about it. Nelson will deal with you from here on out.
Let's go. Hey, don't get out of there!
Yes, sir.
told you you shouldn't be here.
Get back to yourselves! It's over, Morales! Get back! Get back! Damn it!
Quick, come on, we have to go.
No! No one with the mark of the beast gets out of here alive.
What are you talking about? Come
Father Warren failed. Now it's up to me.
on. Father who?
Father Warren, the chaplain here.
We don't have a chaplain.
His office is right next to Mobley's.
Look. I told you. We don't have a prison chaplain.
What are you doing to me?
I'm trying to help you. You and everybody else like you. You're having an episode. Some of what you're experiencing isn't real, Griff.
No. No, I am telling you, there's a demon on the loose.
The only demons here are the ones that people bring with them.
No, I've seen it, okay? I've seen it inside people. It took Wesley.
Your condition is more advanced than I thought.
I'm not crazy, Dana.
You're having a psychotic episode.
You make me sound like them.
You are them. You have the gene, Griff.
It's impossible.
I took a blood sample. It's the gene, just like your brother.
How do you know about Eric?
He shot your whole family at point-blank range.
I'm not like him. Dana.
Post-traumatic stress.
That's all it is. That's all it is. And I'm medicated. You saw my pills. You gave them back to me. I'm fine.
The misdiagnosis.
What do you mean you're sorry? What are you sorry for?
Those weren't your pills.
What did you do? Dana, what did you do? What did you do? What do you mean those weren't my pills?
It's a dead end, bro.
You can't be trusted. What's your game, Dana? Huh? Why do you protect these scum at the expense of everyone else? Huh? Open!
You left me behind. My perfect, big brother. I thought you were so much better than me.
I never judged you.
I needed you. And you also were nothing.
You're dead. You're not real.
Oh, you little thing.
What do I do? Eric keeps...
That is not your brother. It is a demon toying with you. I failed. You must believe. You must fight.
I chose you before you and your brother were born. Serve me.
They gonna send your ass to death row and mine. Man, it's time to give it up, man.
They'll open it. You just be ready.
Avery here. This is Dr. Earhart. I'm in the security room. It looks like Sweeney got the inmates back to their cells. The cell block's clear.
Are you sure? They usually call the internal line.
Must not be working. I'm letting them in. I fucked up. I fucked up. The inmates are out of their cells. I'm coming out now.
Bring that bitch back here.
You leave her alone.
Oh my God, help me! Help!
I'm walking out of here while you bleed to death.
You'll stay in hell where you belong.
Griff Crenshaw had a psychotic breakdown which led to 22 deaths. He may have not fired on random targets, but his actions were otherwise consistent with HSS 282.
Well, he certainly shut down the project. Probably for the best. Even Mobley wanted to see it dismantled. I'm wondering, Dr. Earhart, if the project failed because the test subjects were too dangerous or because those doing the testing were too personally involved. Specifically, I'm wondering if NIH knows that Mobley hired patient Alpha's wife as his research assistant.
I had 10 years experience in the field. I knew Dr. Mobley professionally long before.
I know. I also know that NIH takes a dim view of conflict of interest.
It doesn't matter. Project's wrapped up now. I start a new job on Monday.
You know, the president's considering new legislation that would require testing for HSS-282. Positives will be identified and quarantined.
Criminalizing them for something they can't control, you can't do that.
We can't really sit around and wait for walking time bombs like Crenshaw to go off and start killing people, can we?
I will do everything in my power to stop you.
Patient Gamma, male, 35, HSS-282 positive. Was transferred from Memorial Hospital 24 hours ago after a failed
Patient Gamma complains of abdominal pain. He continues to be disoriented and asks where he
Still
is.
got a lot of open wounds, not to mention that nasty entry wound in the
I told him Dr. Earhart would explain everything when she's here on Monday.
I'm sorry, Dana, but she bit me the last time. She
bit you?
Bit me and came at me with a flurry of little fists.
Look, she's been through a lot. It would affect any kid.
It was horrible, a child finding her daddy like that for her and you. But she's uncontrollable.
You can't hit the babysitter or bite her, okay? Okay. Just need you to calm down, okay? Will you breathe with Mom? Okay, ready? Mommy will do anything to protect you. Anything. But I need you to help Mom. You can't act out. Okay?
Yes. Okay, Mom.
I'm gonna go fix dinner, okay?
Yes, Mommy.
Will you clean up your toys?